This is Fred Barstein with 401k TV. We just completed a TPSU program at the universities at Shady Grove in Maryland, just outside of DC. And I'm here with Stephanie Katz. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Okay, if we ask you a few questions?
That's fine.
Great. So before we do, why don't you introduce yourself, what you do?
Yes, I'm Stephanie Katz with CETA Benefit Consulting Group, and we provide HR and benefit support to employers ranging from 2 employees to 30,000.
Great. That's a wide range.
Yes, so we see a lot of things.
We're always talking about automatic enrollment. It's working for most companies, and we think it's a great benefit, but it's not right for everyone.
Exactly.
So we want to hear the contrarian view.
Okay.
So tell us some of the experiences where maybe it's not right, or some of the problems your clients have had.
Okay. We found in one situation, they realized auto-enrollment is not automatic.
Right.
So it really depends on how it's set up and the integration of payroll with the vendor. You know, if the employees are making the deferral elections with, say, Fidelity or whoever they're using for the investments, and how does that get into the payroll system?
Right. So the payroll integration is really key.
That's very key.
Right.
So in this situation in particular, there were some manual aspects,
right,
and employees were, quote, auto-enrolled late. So they were dealing with some corrections, and we actually went through, we were making corrections.
Right.
And so we looked for other ways. This organization then discontinued auto-enroll the beginning of last year. Okay. And the process has been much, much more efficient and clean, and the payroll and the finance department and HR are all very happy.
Right.
There was a concern about keeping the participation rate as high.
Yeah.
And so we actually put in some new things in the new hire onboarding process, and trying to encourage employees to be able to sign up.
Is there a profile of a type of company that you think auto-enrollment is a good
Well, it depends on why they're looking at it. So how if you want to be paternalistic, and encourage participation, do you have to worry about the ADP, ACP testing? So in this one organization, they had a safe harbor 401k plan, so they were not failing testing.
Right.
So they actually were thinking maybe they needed to do auto-enroll, and that's not the case.
Right.
So
to pass the testing, yeah.
Right, and there was no testing for it. So in another situation, they went to a new vendor. The vendor suggested adding auto-enroll. They set up the auto-enroll for the plan at that point, but they did not set up all the processes and procedures for new hires. And they realized that down the road. Right. So, it's very, very important to make sure that you think out, how are the elections coming in, what happens with new hires. Then if people decide that, they're automatically put in and then they want to get out, if you're then, taking the money out. So all of those pieces are very important in the process.
Great.
The other thing is that if you do not have auto-enroll, then you are encouraging the employees to actually think about it, because we did spend time today talking about setting the right limit, and very often the limit that you set is the limit that employees decide to participate at.
Right.
So, right. And so, if you're setting it at 4% or 6%, then they may just stay at that. But if you don't have that feature in, then they actually have to think about what they want to defer at, what level is appropriate for them.
Great. Final question, a couple of things you learned today that you came away from?
Well, we were designing, quote, the ideal plan, so that was nice for individuals. And I always enjoy sharing ideas and hearing what other experiences are.
Great.
So.
Well, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
And thank you for watching 401k TV.